Look at the donkey. So not happy. Two breaking stories. Chuck Todd is weeping after President Trump ripped off his mask this morning. Story by Paris Swade. And, yep, Trump just told China he's ready to go hog wild. Aight? Aight? Let's do this. Donald Trump is on a freaking rampage, and he just went to war with the mainstream media and their fake reporting about the Russian scandal. 1-2 punch. Chuck Todd is knocked out. Knocked the hell out. Trump then attacked Trump Todd and said, when will Sleepy Eyes Chuck Todd and NBC start talking about the Obama surveillance scandal and stop with the fake Russian Trump story? Look what they put. Look at the advertisements that I have to, in the peripheral vision of my eyes, I have to see. Look at the nastiness. Ugh, they know. Look, and I got something in the corner here of intestines. This is a Democratic thing. They're actually spending money, so we have to see this. Unbelievable. Stay off of our site. These are just advertisements. This isn't trending now. A biblical secret, amazing weight loss, Hillary's massive poll meltdown election. That's not trending. I have videos on that. It's not trending. It's a lie. Sponsored by Recovent. Let's see. What does that say? Sponsored by Rev Content. Rev Content. Okay, it was a little cut off. You can see it more through your angle than mine. So I bet you Rev Content is sponsored by someone in the Democratic Party, for sure. You heard it right here on Liberty News. Chuck Todd, from this point on, will be called Sleepy Eyes Chuck. Where is it? I've seen pictures of him. Oh, there he is. For those wondering, I slept well, he said, though I stayed up late watching MS State upset of UConn cowbell. Don't feel sleepy at all, though. Trump's speech was dark. Russian ties too deep. I want to lie down just before I sleep. Here's a pic proving that Chuck Todd has sleepy eyes. Where is it? It's gone. I'm telling you, there was one that proved he had sleepy eyes. Besides this one, it was a really clear picture of this. And it's not here anymore. Look, it's gone. It was in between here. I seen it earlier today. So weird. What's this? Look. People are just funny, right? Chuck Todd, Hillary's bitch. Oh, sleepy-eyed. He looks like cross-eyed Chuck. Share this 500,000 times. Chuck needs to address the wiretapping scandal. Those supposed media sources are feeding people crap. Here's the type of crap that NBC puts out. You ready for this, folks?
Happy Friday. I'm Chuck Todd.
Happy Friday. I'm a reject.
Out here in Washington, it's the end of another week, and there is a theme that hangs over everything the Trump White House wants to accomplish. This administration is struggling from a crisis of credibility, one mostly of the president's own making. And today that crisis was displayed on the world stage. It's President Trump versus the world, and no one knows when to take him at his word. A couple of hours ago, President Trump wrapped up...
No, it's the mainstream media versus America. You piece of shit. Making me curse.
A meeting and a joint press conference with the German Chancellor Angela Merkel. An event that could only be described as tense. The German Chancellor came to town with the aim of talking about NATO and trade. Once again, President Trump decided to defend his now widely debunked claim that former President Obama wiretapped some parts or surveilled Trump Tower.
From time to time, tweets that you regret in hindsight.
Very seldom.
Very seldom, and you would have...
We said nothing. All we did was quote a certain very talented legal mind who was the one responsible for saying that on television. I didn't make an opinion on it. That was a statement made by a very talented lawyer on Fox. And so you shouldn't be talking to me. You should be talking to Fox.
And to take another dig at his predecessor, awkwardly brought up the Obama administration's approval of surveillance of the German government.
Wiretapping, I guess, by this past administration. At least we have something in common, perhaps.
Listen, he wasn't nice to the demon Merkel from Germany. And I'm glad he wasn't.
There's none of it's been proven true at all. Obviously, I'm sure.
It has now, you freaking idiot.
Who's laughing there? Folks, the president...
I am. We all are. We laugh at you. Okay, Dopey?
Will not let this go, and it's overshadowing everything, and maybe that's the point. In Capitol Hill...
New name. We'll call him Dopey from now on. I don't like Sleepy Eyes, Todd. I like Dopey.
The House has set a date for the vote on the Obamacare replacement bill, but that bill has been politically unraveling and bleeding support from within the GOP all week long. The same can be said, by the way, about the president's first ever budget blueprint, which the White House sent to the Hill this week. It's bold, brash, boisterous, and right now not anywhere. This week sum up everything we know about President Trump, his agenda on healthcare and the budget, his interaction with allies. Right now, it's all stuck in the mud, but boy, is his foot plowed on the gas. But the wheels are spinning, but not going anywhere. And it leaves Republicans and the world leaders visibly uneasy. Time to let this wiretapping claim go, perhaps, but maybe the White House doesn't want to. Bipartisan leaders in the House and Senate are now united. There's no evidence whatsoever that the president's tweet was accurate. And
what a lie. Do you see how they twist it? He came out and said that the tweet was accurate. It doesn't mean that it was wiretapping per se with real wires, or anyone was sitting there tapping their finger on a wire, in case you thought that was what it meant. No, it meant surveillance, and there definitely was.
Monday, FBI Director James Comey will testify publicly for the first time before the House Intelligence Committee.
And he did. This is about a week old, by the way, whatever they're saying here. We're just showing you this to show you what liars they are. This is what they said last week, and look what's come out now. It's all true. It's all true. They lied to you. They're lying to you. The enemy of America is the mainstream media right now. And a bunch of others on the left. You know, the elites, those celebrities who are lying to you. They're all doing that. They're treacherous traitors who... It's the 3 T's. Treacherous traitors who are committing treason.
Likely to say the same thing. Bear in mind that there's another big hearing on Monday, the first for President Trump's Supreme Court Justice. Neil Gorsuch is in jeopardy of being overshadowed, to say the least. This is the first big win the White House is likely to get, and it may not get a lot of attention. The White House could, of course, fix this thing, turn the page, change the narrative. Instead, they keep doubling down. Just yesterday, White House Press Secretary Sean Spicer...
He just gave us a Rachel Maddow look. Did you notice that?
Defended the president's claim, playing verbal gymnastics for 20 minutes. So what happens when a president cannot be taken at his word? Here's what House Speaker Paul Ryan told...
So what happens when the mainstream media does nothing but beat a sitting president down while they're talking? Look at you. Do you have anything good to say? He's your president. Why don't you show us the things he's done since he's been in office for 60 days? You know why? Because you don't have enough time in this 1-hour episode to do that.
...will be yesterday on this show. If he's not credible on this, how is he going to be credible selling these important proposals to you?
Look, I'll say what I've said for months now. It's going to be an unconventional presidency. Twitter is new. Twitter and Facebook and all of these things. We, as Americans, as just society, haven't fully processed this new system we have. And the president's, he's going to be an unconventional presidency. No, let me just say. It's going to be an unconventional presidency. I'm not going to go out there and sort of justify and defend every tweet that's out there. Heck, there's 20 a day for all I know.
The president is trying to sell some major things right now. Healthcare reform, an ambitious budget proposal based on his own campaign promises, many of which aren't entirely conservative. He needs some expendable political capital. But while he keeps this wiretapping story going, he's leaving his own party members.
Yeah. They have the worst editing. Everything is messed up. Share this. Make it known to every American patriot in this country that they should boycott dopey show. So let's turn these losers off.